What's up, nerds? Welcome to GeekBeast. We're in the year 2022. Not 2022, but 2022. This is the daily rundown of geek news. Sponsored by the Geekish Network, the GeekBeast. If you're not familiar with this show, we do a daily rundown of news brought to you by geeks like you from geeks like us. And today, if you haven't noticed, we have a third black person here. We're officially a gang, you guys.
We can't walk in the mall, guys. We can't walk in the mall.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all break it up. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
As you all know my man Centel.
Y'all was cracking, baby. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Let's go.
And we have my man Neeson.
What's good? Just a cool ass black man doing cool things with my cool black friends. That's all what I'm doing.
That sounds suspicious as all outdoors.
Only because I'm black. Only because
y'all
I'm
know
black.
y'all be tripping.
That sounds suspect. But Neeson, tell them about yourself. What do you do? Get up your geek cred. What's your geek cred? Let them know.
Geek cred.
You can let them know all your cred. You credible.
Well, I'm doing the geek cred first. I am a connoisseur and a philosopher and let's say a pundit, if you will, of the great sport of professional wrestling. I work for THS.Wrestling, so you can catch all my stuff there. And I also used to take a bump or two in the past. But I also host a show for Revolt called In a Session, which I interview artists from all walks of life as well, plus do music, plus produce, plus act, plus direct, plus do all those things. But most importantly, I'm just a geek, a black geek like all of us on this panel right here.
Yeah. Well, y'all know
all of us watching, but I don't know if you're black watching. I mean,
they're all colors,
heart,
they're coming in all colors.
Yeah. Rainbow Coalition, guys.
The Rainbow Coalition. Yes. That's what we usually bring here at the Geekish Network. We bring in all colors. If you're new to the show, the Geekish Network is a people of color network. In front of the camera, behind the camera, side the camera, in between the multi-layers of the multiverse. We're multi-hyphenate, all of us. And we have a string of shows. This is a new year. We've been up for over a year now. So happy anniversary to us. And we got something new going on. Usually Centel is the host, but I guess he let me take the reins today. I don't know. He's coming back in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Centel, for gracing me with this. And I guess we'll drop into some news today, right? I'm going to bring up one good story. 500,000 sounds are going to be readily available for us to use in memes and on social media. And one of those sounds got me really excited, and that's Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh sounds.
What?
Boy.
Winnie the Pooh.
Boy, I'm pretty sure Disney's thinking of how to knock that sound. I'm pretty sure
Disney.
He said Winnie the Pooh sounds, not the one song.
Not the
What's
song.
The Winnie the Pooh sounds that you're excited
him walking,
for?
him talking,
you want to
the song eventually gets to turn public domain, because you can tell these properties are really old, right? Copyright become available and stuff goes into public domain.
Right.
Facts.
Boy, I wonder what Disney's going to do about that. I'm really curious. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Look, my thought is this. I just can't wait till Twitter get a hold of it, because Twitter is the great justifier. And you know what I'm saying? Now when I start hearing some gangster piglet sounds and Pooh spitting hot tracks, I'm here for that. Let me see that unfold, and then come and holler at me.
We're going to see that unfold. We're going to see that unfold. I mean, we're going to see it across all types of entertainment. What's rule number 38 in the internet? Whatever gets made into porn.
Oh, yeah. Piglet's going to be redefined.
This is going to change everything. This is literally going to change everything, you guys. I mean, it's going to be in rap music. It's going to be everywhere. We're going to have the Quavo mix in some Winnie the Pooh for Bad and Bougie too. Yeah. We know it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen.
You can already see that Winnie my boo.
guys, this is already, first of all, this is already has happened, right? Like, we've already had this on Mixtape Circus. We already had like Winnie the Pooh in chains with like gold teeth at t-shirt stores for like the last 10 years. It's been a thing. I believe, what was it? D-Lo and Shorty Low and all them had like Winnie the Pooh on t-shirts with holding like bags of money instead of honey, right? So this is we've already know what it's gonna get. So really, it's just what is it gonna be when quote unquote mainstream middle America gets hold of it and is able to consume it, because we know what it's gonna be like. Now they're just gonna be able to consume it. So that's, I mean, and the first thing, which, you know, full disclosure, you told me before the show, keep it PG-13, and the first thing you mentioned is porn. And what, like, now I'm trying to hold myself back because I'm trying to contain myself because there's so many Piglet puns that could be said in this thing. But hey, you know, you said it.
Give us some of those Piglet puns. Give us one of those Piglet puns. Give us some.
I can't say the Piglet Dicklies. I'm not going to say things like that. Okay, I'm not going to say that. But all I'm saying is just expect on those, is more on those lines. 90% of things that's going to flood the internet are going to be on those lines, and then Black Twitter is going to make fun of that, and then it's going to die out by probably like April.
Yeah. But there's two things that are undefeated in the world. Time and the internet.
Yeah.
Just add to a Black Twitter.
And Black Twitter. Black Twitter is undefeated. So this is going to be very interesting. What's going to happen? 400,000 sounds. Let me be corrected. 400,000 sounds. This is going to be interesting.
And this is what's interesting to me, is that this is what's going to set the foundation of what's going to happen to larger works that are going to meet this copyright deadline as well, such as the mouse. I know we can't speak too deep on the mouse for obvious reasons, but when that happens, at least we'll be able to these larger companies like Disney be able to like test the waters and see just how out of control that people are going to get with the property, and then maybe they can extend that copyright out a little bit more so that the mouse doesn't get its due justice from the internet just like everybody else is.
Hey, I got something to say to that. It's done. Ryan Reynolds Mint mobile ad capitalizes on Winnie the Pooh already. Going public domain already.
Are we surprised though? Are we surprised?
He did a short video called "Introduces the Tale of Winnie the Screwed" and his big wireless bill. So he went from Mint Mobile, who's a telecom company.
What did I just say?
It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, has it?
What did I
just say? It hasn't been 24 hours.
I just said the exact type of people and what it was going to do. And
already.
There we go.
Already.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're already there, guys. Speaking of 2022, 2021, what are your favorite 5 things that came out of 2021? I know we were in a panorama, but what are some of the 5 favorite things?
Coming in at number 1, the vaccine.
Booster shots. Oh shoot.
That's a good one, man.
The vaccine is like the geekiest thing we had all year.
Yeah. You know what I gotta say. This is. Can I say Disney Plus as a whole? I'm not even trying to crack a joke with this. This like for real. Like they drop some bangers every week for 52 straight weeks. They drop heat, dog. So Disney Plus, I think, won 2021 for me. Outside of the vaccine.
Outside the vaccine.
And you know what? I can't even argue with you saying Disney Plus, because my number 1 is gonna be No Way Home. I mean, that was like that was the culmination of a year, but also was a culmination of what 22 films, the fallout from that. We was all struck, and then plus it felt like multiverse cracked open after COVID hit in 2020 anyway. So that to be like the first movie to kind of like kick the door open, and for us to get all those things. I'm not gonna spoil anything on here because Kim Kardashian can't do it, so I can't. But besides that, yeah, Disney Plus, like you said. WandaVision was an era. I don't think people understand the amount of like vitriol the internet was just having every single week of it's gonna be Mephisto. Well, it can't be because of China, and digging deep into like random like, you know, deals that they don't know is being made. And then it just turned out to be none of that. Like, it was like, Disney, Kevin Feige in the back was just like, we got him. God damn it, we got him. and it trailed on from that every single show. I mean, from Falcon and the Winter Soldier to Loki to Hawkeye. Not even mention we're talking Book of Boba Fett now, but we're talking the Mandalorian. It had Sasha Banks, the boss, the blueprint, the standard, the GOAT, the queen of the sale, the DDT Mandalorian, the WWE boss Sasha Banks DDT'd the Mandalorian. Like,
Yes.
come on. Disney Plus won the year, hands down, for sure.
Wow, I just gave it all to Disney Plus. Huh?
I mean, come on, man. Yo, they came out, dog. I mean,
Yo. I'm gonna add some other things on there.
Hit me with it, man. What's up?
I'm gonna add something else. Xbox Game Pass may have won
low-key,
the
yeah.
year.
Yeah,
They said, hey,
I can see that.
every game that you ever liked that came out on Xbox is free. Go play it
Free
for $19.99 a month.
Free. Yeah,
They kind of made that happen. They dropped Halo Infinite, you guys, right? Then they said this is what they had the gall to say. If you got Xbox One, Halo Infinite to play on it. You got an iPad. Halo
it was
Infinite
low-key
to play
gangster.
on it.
Yeah. Yo, and I'm a PlayStation fan, and I'm saying that. I'm a PlayStation head, and I'm saying that.
It wasn't worth it. Like I was an Xbox. I was a PlayStation. Xbox had me until the PS5, and it just wasn't what like it didn't pull me back to Xbox. I was still like, cool, but I got this PS Plus.
Yeah,
I'm straight. Halo, I tried it. I played it for a little bit, and it just wasn't. Nah, get me back on Call of Duty, man. I'm good.
Yeah, I agree.
Catch
The
your bodies.
PS5 came with bangers, right? They said we came out with games in 2020 during the COVID year. We released them, and you're gonna buy them again.
But listen, let me tell you why Xbox to me won more so than PlayStation. This is coming from a PlayStation fan. Is that during the panorama, it's a lot of folks that's unemployed. It's a lot of cats that can't get the 5. It's just a lot because of the silicon shortage. So if you can't get the 5 and your money's a little short, but you can pull out $20 a month, you was golden. You was golden while you were sitting at home. That's fair. So I'm trying to look out for the cats that just can't get access. You won. You still were on top, and you didn't have to go, and you had to come out of pocket too tough with it. So,
but that Miles Morales.
Yeah, the 5 is nasty, though. The 5 is nasty.
I just started replaying it today. Like, I just started replaying it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Yo, Ghost of Tsushima at 60 frames? Ooh, Ghost of Tsushima. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
60, all that upgrade stuff, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean they pull back all their PS. They're like, we're not coming with too many new games for 2021. People ain't got money. We'll bring back these bangers we released last year. We're gonna bring them back. We're gonna do what people do with the albums. We're gonna remix them a little bit.
It was your mama. Is your mama in the car when you was asking for McDonald's? She said, "We got McDonald's at home." That's what it was. That's how the Game Pass was, man. We got McDonald's at home, man. You be all right. We just blow the dust off some of these old games.
I will say Xbox, the one game that I will buy a next-gen Xbox for is the game that they postponed to later this year, which was Harry Potter, the open world Harry Potter game. Like, that was the only game I was like, oh, I gotta get that. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, I want to Alakazam, whatever. Like, I want to go have open world Harry Potter. And it was like, oh, nah, it's not going to happen at launch. And then Halo didn't happen at launch. And then it was just like, oh, all right, well, you know, PS5 won it for me.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Game consoles already won this year. They did good. They did good.
I mean, everybody was at home. They had to do good.
They did.
I'm saying, everybody.
They did.
Everybody. I mean, perfect example was a game of the year was It Takes Two, which is a couch co-op game for the most part. So, I mean, that's the sentiment. That's the sentiment of what's going on.
Yep. If y'all want to play, y'all let me know because I have it.
Oh, I
I
have it.
have it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Come on, fam. Come on.
Okay.
Among Us, Fall Guys, all that. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's play these party games. Let's play these party games on Twitch together, you guys. That's what we do on Twitch. We play games on the Geekish Network. Something else that popped up that's really dope that I didn't think about that won this year too. Animated properties won this year.
Yes, sir.
Anime won 2021. Arcane, Maya and the Three. Let's talk about my favorite thing, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, yo, you hear what Zero's doing? Zero is the highest grossing opening. No, it's the second highest grossing opening weekend in a time of pandemic in Japan ever. And it did it during the pandemic. That's to tell you something. Yo,
Wait,
the number one,
ever?
the number one movie. Yeah, the number one movie in the world for the first like 7 months was an anime. It was Demon Slayer. Out of Japan again. It was the first. It held the throne for like 7 months before American properties kind of started to take control a little bit. Yo, we got. Hey,
Yeah.
All right,
people coming in. This pod squadrons coming in. They just coming in the waiting room. They in the waiting room.
Oh, did we done blew through the time that fast?
We almost done, dog. We almost done. We almost blew
Tell
through
me a
the
second. Oh, we having so much fun. I didn't even realize everybody was coming in. My bad.
Go back. You're talking about Demon Slayer and Mugen Train and how it worked.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I actually just watched that.
You just watched it? Oh, it's so good.
I finally
It's
just
so
watched
good.
it,
I was like, this OVA is gonna suck because OVAs usually suck. And I was like, I kind of like that because I'm an anime snob.
Yo, anime ran it in 2021, man.
They did.
I have yet to see a takeover that aggressively for a genre as I have anime in 21. Like it's nuts.
This is true. I think the pandemic really helped that though. Like you said, you had Demon Slayer. I think Hunter x Hunter caught fire as well.
Yep,
But all the
Hunter
news
x
that you're talking about, like Zero, like
Jackson.
I've seen people like double backing and like falling in love with Hero Academia and even the was it basketball? What's the basketball?
Hayao Yoshi. Yeah.
I'm people fall back into that, man. It's crazy.
Yep. And let's talk about live action stuff. That should have been that was a cartoon. The Witcher made a cartoon and it came with a series. They just dropped season 2 at the top of the year. Like, we're gonna drop season 2 at the top of the year.
They did.
Hold on. Let's talk about just The Witcher in general. First, they came out with season 2, which is pretty good. It's got a couple things we can talk about. But then they had the prequel. They had the prequel animation, and then Michelle Yeoh comes out of left field, dog, and does the prequel to the prequel of the Witcher franchise. I was like, yo, The Witcher, what is going? Did nobody saw The Witcher coming, dog? It's like a pit bull that got let loose in the party. Like, whose pit is this? And why is everybody
trying to pet this pit? Everybody's trying to pet this pit. This pit is very friendly.
The Witcher came out of nowhere.
It did.
Clearly.
It did. It was an amazing year for sci-fi. You had Foundation drop. Like, where did Apple TV come from? Well, like,
Foundation was black as fuck.
What's that?
Foundation was black as fuck, dog. It was black.
They're like, we got black people in the future. Like, wow.
I was like, yo, I was so psyched because we're never in the future. We're never in the future. I turned on Foundation and it was black and brown faces everywhere. I was like, what happened? I was like, Omicron must have really tripped out. Damn, because and then a whole lot of
Marion got out here and touched everybody. Marion was out here.
Oh man. It's been an interesting year. It's been an interesting year. I mean, we had the most mediocre concert ever this year with two of the biggest artists of this century. Kanye and Drake hit the stage together and gave us mediocrity at its finest.
All right. So
not lying though.
This was the biggest
streaming on Amazon,
Kanye,
mind
the
you.
most smoothest streaming. The worst sound I've ever heard on a multi-billion-dollar platform. You're gonna put through that sound, Mike Dean? Like, I don't want to get my music. I don't want to put my music hat on and just talk about that terrible thing. But Kanye actually tricked Drake into a versus, and ended up like I don't know if he lost or won because Drake was just like, look, I'm not going to even play my old stuff. I'm going to play my new stuff because it banged so hard this summer. So we going to spin that. Like, he actually did.
He did try to trick him into a versus. Oh.
He tricked him into a versus. That's
Oh,
all
it was
that
a versus.
He's like, this is
and that's why Drake didn't play any of the old music.
Come on, man. Come on. He didn't play no. He only played the song that Kanye was on. Like the I'ma Live Forever, man. Never, man. Like he played that record. Like, come on, man. Kanye ain't slick. He ain't slick.
He tried to be though. He really did. He did hit him with the banana tailpipe. Yeah.
He did with the banana in the tailpipe. It was like, hey, Drake, I'll do a concert. It's a benefit concert. Do all your best songs, your top 20 best songs, and I do my top 20 best songs. And then I know it sounds like a versus, but it's not a versus. And versus blew up out of nowhere too.
Well, yeah, then it just quickly tapered off.
Yeah. Jay-Z killed verses already. Because they're like, Jay-Z, who you going to do a verses against? He said, why would I disrespect myself?
You gotta he was like, you gotta stand up while I do Grammy Family? Like, talking about a verse that he did like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh,
he's
guys,
like, why would I disrespect myself that way? I got to talk
the pressure don't get to him though?
What's up?
You think it's a done deal? It's absolutely not gonna happen?
No,
I think it's Jay-Z versus Beyonce. I think that'd be the biggest verses of all time.
The biggest.
There'll be some more drama in the elevator again.
I put that on a poll, and I thought a lot of girls was gonna say Beyonce, just all my homegirls, and they was like Jay-Z.
Wow, they chose Jay-Z. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, I went to the Jay-Z Beyonce concert, and it felt like soon as Jay-Z came on, everybody's like, ugh. I'm like,
because the Bayhive ain't hearing that film. It's not happening.
Who are you kids?
They're like, she brought her grandpa here, her ex-sugar daddy. Oh man, and speaking of that, Star Wars had a banger year this year too. Speaking of stars, Star Wars had a banger year this year. I mean, the Mandalorian came and killed everything, right? And they brought young Luke Skywalker out of nowhere. Like, did we expect that? Did anybody expect that?
I thought Sebastian was gonna be Luke Skywalker. I didn't think we were gonna get the whole 3D face.
And it sold me. I was sold on it.
Didn't Disney hire the YouTuber that remastered Luke's face and made it look a little bit better? Yeah, so there's that. And low key, and also I'm with you on this too, because low key Visions, for those that really liked anime, got a treat to get a chance to see a lot of these different studios really get a chance to flex with
studios,
with a Star Wars property. So they came with some heat.
Yeah, they came. It was a good year for Star Wars, and we got Ahsoka Tano.
Oh my God!
We cannot talk enough about Ahsoka Tano, who's the greatest thing that came out of the Star Wars universe. I will defend that to the day I die. I want to name my daughter Ahsoka.
Rosario, listen, she's still holding it down. Listen, because she's been in the game for a minute and is still holding it down.
Yeah. They just need to figure out to make the headgear a little bit lighter for Rosario, so I can have her jumping around like Ahsoka.
No. I'd rather have some good stunt people. That's ain't Rosario's wheelhouse.
That's true.
That's not her thing. Just give me some dope stunts. Give me some dope stunt ladies.
Let Rosario Dawson do a couple tumbles and flips. You know what I'm saying? Let her go ahead. Let her go to the jam. Shout out Jam. Let her do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it.
Listen, me and her around the same age, and I know I ain't trying to do no flips, and I wouldn't want to put that evil on her
Star
either.
Wars contract though.
I mean, listen, I'll do a triple knee tuck, boy, if the contract right, if the comma right. But I'm just saying, I don't want her to have to stress herself because I'd rather her be a brilliant actress. I'd rather her be a brilliant actress than
she
try
was
to do a half.
In the headgear though too when she talked and stuff. I want her to be. I want her to feel as light as Ahsoka. Ahsoka's graceful.
You couldn't tell. You know why? Because she was Rosario Dawson. That's why. To understand, Rosario Dawson was this close from being our first lady. Well, maybe like this close. But still, she almost was our first lady. just that could have happened. Rosario Dawson. So I'm just keep
She's
saying.
going for president. She's going for president. She's gonna come on stage like, yo,
I'm voting for Rosario Dawson.
She's like, yo, I was a Ahsoka Tano. I'm gonna bring that to the White House.
Rosario Dawson.
We're gonna be like, you're in. You're in. We're gonna vote it in. We're gonna vote her in. Like,
you know how easy of a landslide win that will be?
I'm bringing that to the White House.
You would never see the higher counting votes. People showing up with lightsabers to voters in November. People cosplaying their ballots.
No, we want to see that. No,
holding up lightsabers at the inauguration.
At the inauguration. We want to see that. We want to see that. We all want to see that. We definitely want to see that. Oh man, we got 2 minutes left. What else happened in 2021 that was a standout to us? This has been such an interesting year.
I would say this personally.
I mean, we got the Snyder Cut.
As far as wrestling,
what's up?
I would say as far as wrestling personally, black wrestling has been the highest it's ever been in the history of professional wrestling.
Really?
We had black champions across the board. Black wrestling factions actually selling millions upon millions of dollars in merch. And then plus we got like people like Xavier Woods, Austin Creed hosting G4 and expanding brands, own shoes. It's really been the biggest year in black history. Black wrestling history. So kudos to all the black wrestlers and all the black sports entertainers.
Nice.
Because man, we out here doing it. It's really amazing.
I like the fact you say wrestling and not wrestling,
man.
Wrestling.
Hey, you made me feel like I was right at home. I heard it too. I was like, wrestling. I'm like,
wrestling. That's right.
It's wrestling and it's moat. There's no RE in remote. There's moat. And it's wrestling. There's no wrestling.
Give me the moat. Give me the moat.
Yeah, give me the moat. Yeah, come on, man.
That is true. That is true. Oh man, we're at time, guys.
Yeah, man. That went quick.
We're gonna get ready to bring in the next podcast. So, Neeson, give you heads up. So we have this segment called Crosstalk. Where we bring in the cast from the next podcast, and we talk to them for like 5-10 minutes. We ask what they're talking about and whatnot. We're talking about Star Wars. We're finishing on Star Wars. We're their Star Wars podcast on the Geekish Network. And they're dope. They're super, super, super dope. So I'm quite excited to bring them in because I've been missing this because I haven't watched Boba Fett, but I'm gonna let them spoil it for me. I think that's what they're talking about. They might talk about everything. Who knows? Because we have another show called Binge Worthy.
Robert Rodriguez flexing in it. Hey man, you should watch it. It's Rodriguez.
We got Latin brother flexing. So, but I usually hold out everything until the end of it, and I watch everything for Binge Worthy, which is another show we have where we binge a whole entire show in the week and watch it. And we have Boba Fett as the show that we're going to binge once it gets completed.
Well, now Wednesdays at midnight or Wednesday at 12:30 a.m. I'm gonna start texting you spoilers now for Boba Fett all day.
Dang!
How dare you? How dare you?
I know it. It's horrible. It's horrible. So we have with us right now, we have Lexi and Jason, and where's Tracy? I know Tracy's here somewhere. We don't have.
Not a Tracy. I see a Tracy.
Oh, I don't see her on my YouTube screen.
Oh no!
Hi.
I don't see it.
Hello.
Hi there. Oh dear. Hi.
Hello. But Tracy's here, you all. She's off screen.
Hi.
She's a Sith Lord.
Tracy's here. We've
Happy
got
New
my
Year.
cat instead of she's not
Chuck,
mine.
can you
She's the
hear
resident
me?
mouser, but
I can hear you just fine.
we can.
Aw, got the little kitty.
Bizarre.
It is. We can hear you just fine though. I can see you fine on the OBS screen. But yeah, speaking of that, so tell the people about Pod Squadron really quick. Tell somebody like Neeson who want to tune in to what you all do. Who wants to start?
All right. So we talk about Star Wars culture, whether that's fan culture, fan creations. We want to get more of those. Please send us your fan creations. We don't care if it's fan art that you are embarrassed of and you're like, I would never show this to anybody. You can show it to us. We'll be really loving. I promise. We love Star Wars news and Star Wars reviews. So, especially from a really diverse perspective, whether that's a gender diverse or a culturally, racially diverse perspective.
That was dope.
Nice, nice.
That's dope.
Yeah. So this is another one of our shows. What are you all talking about today?
Today, we're going over Book of Boba Fett, and Jason, help me out here. What else we going with? We've got Book of Boba Fett, and we've got some news that I know.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that I've been sort of briefed on, but I'm the person who comments on the news, and I don't bring the news. So I love that for being a surprise.
I think.
Uh-huh. Oh, we lost Tracy.
Oh, geez. Oh, no.
Oh,
The internet.
Again?
The internet. The Sith Lords came in. No, Tracy say something.
Oh, hi, I'm here.
Okay.
You can't see
We
me.
can really hear you break up
I'm
too. You're
here.
breaking up too.
Oh no.
The internet
Okay.
is killing us.
Also, I believe we're talking about Kevin Scott has a new mini series out, and we're going to be talking about it's a 4-parter, so it's like a good little compact for anybody who's been wanting an intro to the Star Wars comic book world, like I have. Because I've been recently. I just moved out to Colorado, where it's like, oh, the snowplows don't get out to where you go. Good luck, kind of deal. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get into my graphic novels and my comic books that I've been missing out on. So that's been really lovely, and I think we're announcing how maybe in the future episodes we're gonna be reviewing those.
That's nice. Nice. There's
a lot of High Republic material coming out.
Okay. Quick question. This is gonna direct us towards Jason. Hot take on Boba Fett. What do you think of this episode 1? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Jay. Yeah, now.
I liked it. I think it was a little slow, but I think it was good setup and we needed it. And I think it's going to pick up after that. But I mean, I obviously dug the Sarlacc pit sequence because that's something we've all been wanting to see, and I think that was very well done. And then after that, I mean, I read somewhere that there was no dialogue for the first 12 minutes, so I was like, oh yeah, they didn't talk that entire time. But it worked well.
Very Caleb Deschanel.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez did a very good job with it, and I think where it's going. So yeah. Oh, there's 2 Traces. Oh no, there's 1 Tracy.
We wanted
Tracy.
1 Tracy, we got 2.
That's right.
That's what we wish for.
We got 2. We got 1. We're multiplying Tracy's over here. It's kind of like gremlins.
Also, I'm just warning you guys. This cat might bite the shit out of me. She's like that.
Your cat. Wow.
Very
like
very temperamental, huh?
She's the mouser on this 10-acre farm, and this is like the first time she's decided to grace the podcast with her company, and I'm a little nervous because it's like having a little lynx in my lap.
Oh wow. Well, I hope the cat doesn't attack you or anything.
Protect your throat.
Yeah.
Make sure your throat's straight. Get straight for the jugular.
Not that I want anything.
Darren, look at it. She's looking at it.
Not that I want anything to happen, but if it
She's
does,
like-
it'll be on camera and it'll be hysterical for a blooper reel. So I mean, it's like, oh, it's so
It will
docile.
be must-see TV.
Well, I hope the cat doesn't attack you or anything. She'd be like, "You talking about Chewbacca? That's my buddy. He's out here on the farm with
I just see her just looking at you. Look, she's just like,
I can't tell. She might bite me for. I don't know if she's gonna bite me
Oh,
for
wow.
stopping or if she's gonna bite me for keep going. I don't know.
me." Okay.
All right.
right. It's
I'm
like
doing this entire
doing this for the
podcast
whole
under-
show.
I'm doing this whole podcast under duress, you guys. I'm just letting you know.
Blink twice if you're
Say
okay.
help.
Blink twice if you need help.
She's looking at you like
Start
you're
holding
begging
up
out,
signs
bro.
like, get me out.
So for 2022, what are y'all most looking forward to? Ooh, that's the hard question. I know it. I ask tough questions.
Lexi wants Ahsoka. I'm looking forward to the new.
Nailed it.
I'm looking forward to the Ewan McGregor series. I'm excited about Obi-Wan.
Okay. Okay.
Obi-Wan?
Okay.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming out this
Is
year.
it,
It
what's
is
it,
coming out
Christian?
this year.
Christian? What's that? Vader's
Yeah,
name? Christian Haydenson? Christian.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen. Yeah, that's
Christensen.
right. That's right.
Christensen.
So
Close enough.
he got the green light
Right,
to be a part of the project as well too, right? Last I heard.
Yeah.
Right. So okay. Yeah. Mm.
Vader and Obi-Wan gonna have a
That'd be
showdown.
dope.
Yeah.
Jason is
Vader's
most
gonna-
looking.
Vader's gonna get the
Jason's-
higher ground.
I got the higher ground.
Jason's most looking forward to the Ewok movies being
In,
re-released.
in 4K.
In 4K.
Full-blown 4K, baby.
The revision ones, the revised ones. You know.
They're gonna-
HD glory.
I'm gonna need to use that as like the background of some kind of projection screen since it's in 4K.
Yeah, just the Ewoks. Everybody loves the Ewoks. Apparently, I have a friend who said that was the best part of any Star Wars movie was the Ewoks. I was like,
There was
what?
there was a lot of best parts in Star Wars.
I can't
know it.
agree, but Star Wars is so subjective that I really also cannot argue.
Right.
I was like, what? That's the best part? Lightsaber
I
battles?
think
Like,
definitely top 5. Definitely top 5.
Definitely top 5.
We heard it here first. Definitely top 5.
Top 5. Top 5.
With that being said, we're probably gonna close down, let y'all come back up, and y'all have y'all show, and we'll be watching on the other side. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Neeson for coming in. If y'all haven't known, Neeson's new. He's like a special guest for today. He's going to hop on the show when we want to, and as you can tell, he loves wrestling.
I love what you said, brother. Love the way you said.
Shout out to Digital Click. As always, you've been with us for this journey since the very beginning. Y'all give us all the creative. You made this beautiful border for us. Today, at the last minute, she made a beautiful border for us. Shout out, if you're not familiar with our method, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to us on Facebook, like us on Facebook. And you can subscribe to our Twitch, which we'll be doing gaming streaming on. So please subscribe to us. Join us. We're here Monday through Friday for GeekBeast, and usually have a follow-up show after, such as this one. We have a cross talk segment. It's usually always chaos, which is why I love it so much. Thanks to Rodney for actually producing the show tonight. Thanks, Rodney, for everything. And like I said, stay tuned for Pod Squadron with Lexi, Tracy, Andy, and Jason. Peace.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Blink twice if you need help.